Recently, Southern Belle, a person who I believe is subscribed to this channel, at least I think so, I hope so. She's watched enough of these videos and flayed me in many of my comment sections. But she stated that anytime you see me with this microphone this close to my face while I'm sitting here on the couch, you know it's about to be a ranting video. She could not be more accurate about that statement, because today I am pissed. I'm really upset at the fact that I continue to see this ridiculous news talking about Ja Morant getting traded away from the Memphis Grizzlies. I don't care if y'all like basketball or not. I have to get this off of my chest. So maybe if somebody's actually a hoops fan out there, maybe y'all could pass it to anybody else that you know actually watches the NBA, because this is one of the most biggest loads of bull crap that I've heard in God knows how long. I've heard all sorts of ridiculous trade scenarios presented to me, talking about my brothers over here talking about how about they trade for LaMelo Ball.
I beg your pardon?
No, I don't want LaMelo Ball. You know why I don't want LaMelo Ball? Because LaMelo Ball has been losing at ball for years. He has never won at any point in time. He lost in high school, he lost in AAU, he lost in Lithuania, he's been losing in the pros. He doesn't win. He is a losing basketball player. One thing I do know about Ja Morant is that he is a winning basketball player. Oh, he's hurt all the time. Guess who also was hurt all the time? Steph Curry was also hurt all the time his first like 4 or 5 years in the league. Oh my God, is Steph Curry ever going to stop turning his ankles? When is Steph Curry going to actually stay healthy? Can he lead the Golden State Warriors past the first round? Well, guess what that turned out to be? Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that Ja Morant's going to become Steph Curry, but I will say he is this. He's not Zion Williamson. He's not somebody you're going to have to worry about crashing out because he can't stop eating himself completely out of the league. Yeah, injuries happen. Freakish things take place, but at least I know he doesn't have a problem becoming obese in the middle of the season. That's something that I at least don't have to worry about happening with Ja Morant. All I know is they were up 30 points before he got taken out by Lou Dort on one of the dirtiest plays that you could possibly see in basketball before they blew the lead without him. I don't want to hear about Jaren Jackson Jr., Desmond Bane's now gone, which that trade actually is a good trade for the Memphis Grizzlies and the Orlando Magic. I hate that Desmond Bane is gone because I love Desmond Bane. You know why? Because he was healthy. He was there, very reliable, and he worked hard, he played hard. But the bottom line is, anytime there was a huge game, the only player I knew I could really rely on was Ja Morant. Unfortunately, yeah, he got hurt. This time he was taken out of the game, which is ridiculous. Jaren Jackson was still there. I don't care who the coach is. I have seen many circumstances and many times where he's had plenty of times to step up. Where was Jaren Jackson? Missing, MIA. Now, I don't want him to go anywhere because he's an unbelievably valuable basketball player. So keep him on the squad. Pay him his extension, but they need Ja Morant. I don't want to hear about this man being traded. For what? For who? Don't trade him for no Kevin Durant. You know what? People talking about, oh my goodness, they traded Desmond Bane for 4 first-round draft picks and 2 players. What can you get for Kevin Durant? I'll tell you what you can get for Kevin Durant. Not shit. You want to know why you can't get anything for Kevin Durant? Because Kevin Durant's also a losing basketball player. Love KD. Where's the Dubs? Anytime he's away from the Dubs, the Golden State Warriors or the Thunder or somebody where he's on a team that's stacked to the max, he loses. If he doesn't have a superstar next to him that can carry that basketball team, KD loses. I love KD. Can't stop him one-on-one, but one-on-one isn't basketball. That's not hoops. Sort of like out there with Michael Beasley and Lance Stevenson playing one of the sorriest piece of crap one-on-one basketball games that you'll see in the history of man. Nothing but fouls and travels and violations all over the place. But people will justify the fact like, oh man, if you can beat somebody one-on-one, you're a real basketball player. That's not how hoops is played. You play basketball between the lines and with the whistle out there with referees with zebra stripe jerseys on. That's how you play basketball. But I keep hearing this stupid stuff about, we're Ja Morant, man. They're just going to have to get rid of him. For what? For what? They were the 8th seed and they were literally like 6 games out. Or hell, I think it was less. I think they were like 5 games from the 2nd spot. They were literally 2 games from being completely out of the play-in altogether. There were 3 games damn near from having home court advantage in the playoffs. I mean, really? And they're sitting here acting like they're that far away. They're not that damn far away. They're just not. So this mass panic talking about overhauling the entire team for what? It's stupid. They already fired the coach right before the end of the season. I still don't even know why they did that. Just so they can put either Sola or out there, or a guy who could barely speak English, that can barely communicate to the team, just saying go out there and just do your thing. Man, they were not any better. They were no better, and he's now still the coach. I mean, I don't know what the Grizzlies are doing, but trading Ja Morant will definitely doom this franchise. Ja Morant, to make the cliche again, they don't just grow on trees. Great players like that don't just show up every day. Where are they? People keep acting like you can just go get another one. You can't. This man literally cleared Michael Beasley in the middle of a game. No, excuse me. This man literally cleared Malik Beasley in the middle of a playoff game, nuts to the face, dunked on this dude on his way to scoring like 40 points and leading them to a comeback victory against the Timberwolves. But no. Let's just forget about all that stuff happening. Let's just forget about all that stuff happening. All I know is every time they get to the playoffs, unfortunately, yeah, he has been hurt the last couple times, but people forget that Ja Morant still has had one of the highest points per game series in the history of basketball. The man averaged like 40 points a game down there against the Warriors one season, but people act like, no, you need to get rid of him. For what? My brother's over here acting like, oh man, Ja Morant, I just can't rock with Ja no more, man. He just be doing all that stupid stuff. When the gun incident was 2 years ago, he ain't done nothing in God knows how long. What, he's shooting fake pistols on the court? Guess who else is doing that? Every other player who hits a three-pointer in the league. Every time somebody hits a three over here, the same shit. The same shit. I don't want to hear that anymore. Ja Morant does not need to get traded. If you trade him, you better make sure you get your actual value out of it if you're another team that's actually smart enough to trade for him. If the Grizzlies go ahead and trade Ja Morant before his contract is up, I'm done with the Grizzlies. I'm done. Like, to get rid of a player with 2 years left on his deal would be the stupidest thing I can possibly imagine. Hell, why don't you just let him ride it out? You're going to have to pay him the money anyway. You might as well just let him ride it out. What, you're going to split that amongst a bunch of other, like, sorry-ass players? And for people who don't think that the Desmond Bane trade was actually valuable trade, who actually thinks that KCP and Cole Anthony is worth Desmond Bane? If like they didn't get the the 4 first-round draft picks, that trade ain't worth it because those players ain't good enough to match Desmond Bane. Don't shit on my boy Bane's name like that. Bane. Know who you're talking about. Yeah. Stuff had me hot. Every time I look up, you got somebody like Jay Williams over here talking about, well, they need to highly consider trading Ja Morant. Man, Jay Williams kick rods. And I like Jay Williams. But shut the F up on this. Everybody out here talking about the Grizzlies, they don't know shit about the Grizzlies. Hell, half of them probably ain't even been to the city of Memphis, and I know damn near none of them have been to FedEx Forum and actually watched them play. I don't want to hear this. It's trash. All these takes about it are trash. They cleared this open so they can keep Ja and so they can keep Jaren Jackson. And if they don't, dumbasses. Literally dumbasses.